Hello. Welcome to the TV room. David Bradley here. I have here a bunch of things that I really can't test on this setup exactly. This thing here is a unique little thing that, as I remember, get the things where we can see what's going on. I think this was made to allow a Commodore 128 in 80 column mode to be seen on a 40 column monitor, and that this would plug in to the 80 column, and there is a switch on this, and you could say, oh yes, look at that. Now, can I test that right now? No, I know what's going to happen here. I'm going to get into trouble. We'll end up with a whole bunch of things I can't exactly test yet. I'm not ready to test yet. I'm going to end up with a pile of stuff, and the table's going to get cluttered, which is exactly what's happening. So, I will grab other things here. Here's another thing that at this moment I cannot test, and it needs a little bit of a cleaning. But this is a PET to IEEE cable to connect a disk drive or a printer to a PET. This is the one that goes to the PET. The other kind, which will come up in a moment, goes from, typically this would go to the disk drive. Then you would take and daisy chain, oh dear, excuse me, and daisy chain another cable to a printer, and that is an IEEE to IEEE cable. Excuse me. This has been going very well, but I do believe it is time to pop in some sort of cough something. And I know I have something right over here. So I will go get it. And I will pop this in. Okay. Oh. So, that should help. Now here, ooh, this is kind of heavy. Once again, I can't test this right now. It's a power supply. And I believe it is for an Amiga 500. It has, instead of the round plug, it has a square plug. It's funny though, I recently got a 1581, and I tested it with the power supply that it came with, which didn't look like the right thing. It looked like the one for the Commodore Amiga 500. And the reason I think this is for a 500 is because 128 power supplies, none that I saw ever had a power switch, but this one does. So here's another thing that I've got here that I can't test at the moment, anyway. Now, what else do we have? We have a mouse. And it is unfortunate the Commodore, see this just says Commodore Hong Kong, that's helpful. Oh, does that feel a little bit loose? Anyway, mouse. And it's all fine. But if it had this kind of end, typically it was a 1351 for the 64. Now, do I have anything to test the mouse with at this moment? No, I'll set that aside. And here is another one, very much the same. Commodore Hong Kong with this kind of end. The Amigas typically had a different sort of end to them. And it's too bad that they were not interchangeable, but they weren't. Now, what else? Oh, here's something we can actually test. This is a video cable. Attention! Use this cable only on composite monochrome monitors. This cable carries only black and white picture information. Imagine. And I suspect one side is sound. All right, well, let's just see about that. This one will work on a Vic-20 or a Commodore 64. It has 5 pins, or on a 128. I will put this in. I will pull these out. And, boy, that one was really tough. Why is that so tough? Okay, now, does this say anything about audio? Oh, it does. Video is black. Audio is, what, gray. Imagine. How special is that? So we'll see. Does this really do what it says it does? Will this give me a black and white screen? I don't know. Actually, you know what? I don't see. Oh, it's coming up. Well, looky there. It's black and white. Indeed. So it's for a monochrome monitor. Imagine. Imagine that. Let's try something here. Rudy's. Oops. Rudy's Retro. Oh, if I could just type better. Intel space quote semicolon colon go to 10. Oh, guess it's best. Oh yeah, it's kind of doing funny things. That's Rudy's Retro Intel. That's the fellow Rudy who made me the power supply tester. I think maybe if I take out the apostrophe, maybe it will go better. Well, it's the other way. Now it's still... there's an extra character. Maybe it's at 21 now. Maybe before it was at 22. Let's take out the space. Well, that's different too. It is. All right, well, while that is running, I see here I have some other cables. And I think these cables were something to do with one of the bus card things. Now that they are RCA cables. They are. But, yes, the red one is like an extension, which could be used for most anything, which is what we're going to try. But wait. No, it can't. I can't. You know what? I need this other one on here. I need to be able to... Well, wait a second here. No, I can do this, I think. So I can pull this out. I can put this in. And then I can put this in. Indeed, it comes up. So there, we have a cable that's working. And this one here, which is a double-ended nail thing. I can test this on this red thing. No, I can't. All right, so I can put this over on the door and say, yes, that cable works. This one, I will have to wait until I have something different. Oh, wait a second here. I think down here, on the floor, of course, where I have the monochrome monitor, I have something. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Oh, and it's tangled. Of course it's tangled. And it's still attached to the monochrome monitor. Oh, every cord in the world gets mangled and tangled. Joy of joys. Okay, so now what I can do with this has two males, but this is the magic part. This is the magic where I can split the signal. So I can yank that out, take the black cable, put it into the red thing. Oh wait, no, what am I doing? Can I do this? Ugh. Hi Penny, I hear you. I'm not sure I can do this actually. Yes, maybe, possibly, maybe not. Okay, well that's working. I knew that would work. No, I guess I need to set that aside to test with something else. I do. So with that all I brought up on that adventure. I think so. So out of all of that I brought up, I was able to test this one little cable, which is an RCA to RCA. That's all it is. Oh, no, and the monitor cable. Maybe what I should do, because this is specifically for a monochrome monitor, maybe it will produce better results with the monochrome monitor. So maybe what I should do, and I know this cable works, so I can hang it on the door. Maybe I should yank this sucker out, and I should put it with the monochrome monitor, because maybe it will produce better results when it's not trying to do color and it's just doing black and white. So I guess what I need to do is find a box and just yes, find a box to put things in that I can test as I get to other sorts of testing. So I guess I'll go look for a box. Anyway, thanks for coming. Have a lovely day. There's always more to test. And yet I have not yet made it into the garage where there are 5 big boxes. What I really need to do for data sets, I don't want to hurt any of these tapes that are bad, not bad, that are good, and they're for the pet. I want to find another tape that I can use, that I can save, like write a little program, save it and load it and say, okay, yay, it did that. So I got to search for that. And remember, they're just audio cassettes, so, you know, just got to find one. All right. Well, that's it for now. We'll get back to testing IEEE cables and Commodore Amiga 500 things and mice and such. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.